Hey, what's up everybody? Chris Souders, Slender Cat Outdoors. And on today's video, we're here at the Robert C. Byrd Dam and try to catch some moon eye. Stick around, let's get over the hill, get some baits in the water so you can't catch some bait. These rocks are probably the worst part about coming across through here. Gotta be like a cat. I am not a cat. Oh, here they are.
Oh, they're getting closer.
Yep. There we go. That's what we're looking for. On the small side, but we'll take it. Alright, so what I'm using is just a little spin cast, medium action, cadence reel. This is a speed stick from Lew's. And then we got a 3/16 ounce sinker. We got 3 little gold hooks tied kind of like a speaky, and then we got a swivel, and then just a float, and all that is about 4 foot deep, and tipping it off with good old crickets. Crickets, mealworms, and Anthony beside of me is catching them on night crawlers, of all things. There's a bunch of minnows down there, ain't they? He's after it. He's after it. There we go. We got him. It was on the bottom hook. I was saying earlier, he's a little on the smaller side, but we'll take them. They're about, I don't know, 6, 7 inches. Now where we're fishing at is the Robert C. Byrd Dam, the tailwater section of it. And we're fishing on the lower wall. It's a nice current seam that goes down through here. Now that's a small cricket. I'm gonna have to put 2 on there. Now what we're doing is there's a seam line that runs down through here and creates a back eddy, but they're just moving around this seam line. We're just tossing it out there in them little slick spots, letting it drift back, twitch it every once in a while. There, we got one messing with it out there. There we go. They're really liking them crickets today. Oh, oh. Get him, get him, get him. Now I've got mealworm on here too, but they don't seem to be wanting the mealworm too much today. Just threading that cricket on there from the head down. Tossing it right out there on that seam. Wait for one to grab it. There it goes. That didn't take long at all. That one was on that bottom one too. Now if you use a 3-hook rig like this, be careful. These things jumping around can get a hook in you quick. Get tangled up, make a heck of a mess on you. Oh, Anthony's got him a good one. Look at that big one. Nice. Nice job, Anthony. Get it, buddy. Get it. Get it. Them things get down the rocks on you. You got to go out after them. Now he's using a little bit different rig. He's still using a 3-hook rig, but you're using a slip style rig, ain't you?
Yeah, just has a bead over top of the slip bobber and
yeah,
little bobber stop.
Little bobber stop and a slip float. And how much weight you got on that one?
That's a 1/2 ounce weight.
1/2 ounce
This
and...
is a weighted slip float.
Oh, that's a weighted slip
Yeah,
float.
I take the weight off. I'm using a 1/2 ounce.
And a 1/2 ounce and piece of night crawler. Getting it done. Catching what is considered to be one of the best catfish baits there is in the High River. Oh, dilly daddling around, had one take her down. Good thing Anthony was watching my float. I wasn't. Now, depending on where you guys are at in the country, if you guys have a dam like this where you can go and catch them, you'll want to look for, oh, there's one. You'll want to look for them small boils and current seams. Like if you, now this is not a hydro dam. Oh, and he went bye-bye. This is not a hydro dam that we're fishing today. This is just a regular locking dam. But I'm gonna put mealworm on this one. But look for those seam lines and those boils and the eddies. That's where these things like to hang out. It seems like I've noticed today, Anthony, that they, oh, you got two there. Oh, had one get off. That once we get that school fired up, they really go after it. But if we let them sit there for a minute, then it's kind of hard to get them back to where they was. There's another one. Now, you guys have seen in my previous videos, I've been blue catfishing, drifting on the Ohio, and this is the bait that's been king for the last couple weeks. And they're super easy to catch. They keep good on ice, and it's probably one of the only baits that I do not mind freezing. He's nibbling at it. He's nibbling. There we go. And one of the reasons I like using these little spring floats, well, I tell you what, Anthony, I've lost more than what I've put in a bucket.
I think I do that every time I'm catching.
One of the reasons I like using this little spring float is those littler ones that hit it, that float will fall over. Almost like your bait was on bottom. makes it a little bit easier for you to see the bite. And you guys can see where that float just landed. There's the seam, the current is pushing in. And that's ever changing, so you guys got to just keep an eye on where it's at and constantly kind of move around. All right, Anthony, you know, I've never met you before. I met you down here today. This is my first time ever meeting you. Yep. You're from West Virginia. You catfish. You're not a tournament fisherman. But, you know, my viewers hear this a lot from me. How important is bait? I mean, you was here before I was this morning, and I pride myself in being one of the first ones at a bait hole. But obviously you believe it is just as important as I do.
It's the most important thing there is when you're catfishing, in my opinion. I've used frozen bait. I like frozen bait sometimes, but especially for flatheads, it just seems like nothing beats really good, fresh, bloody bait. I think it puts more scent in the water, more oils. It just seems like it works so much better.
Well, there you go, folks. Hopefully this has helped you guys out a little bit, catching what we consider to be the king bait of Ohio, especially in the summertime. So grab you some mealworms, some night crawlers, some crickets, whatever you got. Go to your local dam, find you know, some slacker water, some seam lines, try it out, and I guarantee you, you won't be disappointed whenever you catch some. You learn how to catch them, and you go out and you use them for bait. So hopefully this helped. Until next time, God bless, tight lines, and we'll catch you on the water.